YouTube, hello and welcome back to another video. It's your boy Chris Chico. Hope you guys had a blessed weekend. Today's Monday of the working out week, but in reality today's Tuesday. Today is day number 15 of the Impetus Strength Program. We're going into the last 2 days of the first month rotation. Guys, it has been fucking awesome. The support has been unreal and we're getting better together. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys did something blessed this weekend, guys, because you know the weekend is always a time for joy and spending time with those that you love. You got to make time for them. You know, we're all on the grind to become better, but sometimes we take a step back and appreciate the things we have. And of course, the things that we love. And our family, they always come first. So always make sure you guys are spending some time. Text your mom you love her. Text your dad you love him. If you guys still have that luxury, because that is a luxury. Never take that for granted. I don't want to chit chat for too long because your boy is a little late to the gym. It's okay though, regardless if we're late or not, we're tired, we're sleepy, whatever the case may be, we get done what we need to get done. And at this point in time, we need to get the gym done. So let's get the fucking gym grind going, boys. We'll see you there. Okay, so we're going to start off with our first movement of the day, which as typical is going to be one of the compound movements. Now today being shoulders, we're going to be doing an overhead press. Now this is the last day of this program for shoulders, which means that is the deload week, of course, which means we're going to work on the form more than anything rather than the weight. So I put on 25s and a 10, 35s on both sides. So that'd be 70 plus 45 is 115, I think. Yeah, 115 in total. Going to be doing that for about 8 reps. But again, guys, it's about maintaining the form. So choose a weight that works for you to where you guys could really focus on the form. But of course, I don't want to go too light. I want to still have a good amount of weight that I could do for roughly about 8 to 12 reps. This week, I'm more aiming for the 8 rep range because I am going to be doing 3 sets. And of course, like I said, deload week means you're allowing your muscles to recover. That way, when we go into the new week, or rather new workout split, the new whole program, when we redo it, you're going to be able to be fully recharged and be able to really get that form down because like I said, it is muscle memory. The more you do the form correctly, the more it's going to be instilled in your mind. So whenever you come up to the bar, regardless of what the weight is, you're going to always have that recollection and that muscle memory of how to do it properly and safely, of course. But with this type of weight, I'm not too worried about like falling really. So I don't have the safety bars like I typically do. However, if you guys are struggling on that last rep to where you feel like you're incapable of putting it back, or even if it's your first time, I definitely recommend using those hammer strengths. If you guys haven't seen that, check out the most previous shoulder day. I think it was today would be day 13 or something. Kind of off on the numbers. Maybe it's 14, or 15. I think today's day 15, but regardless, check out that video if you guys are uncertain what I'm talking about. It's a hammer strength bar. It basically protects you from falling, and it's just a lot longer than the typical hooks that you'll have on the squat racks, but enough said. 8 reps. Remember, the name of the game with this is a lot of people just push it forward. You want it over your head. So kind of puffing my chest forward, right? So I'll get this set done. Let's hit this shit. Make sure I'm in frame. 1. 4. 6. Definitely felt good. Could definitely control it a bit more too, I think, actually. So I'll probably do 4 sets to compensate because that set seemed a little rush. It is good, like I said, to control it. That way, you know, you're getting that movement down. You have more time under tension, right? That's also another thing, especially when you're not lifting heavy. That should be the goal, is time under tension, whether it's controlling those eccentrics or whatnot. But enough said, we got 2 more sets of this because, like I said, I want to redo it. Let's fucking do this. This is definitely one of the more difficult angles to upkeep because I am going to be on the floor because we are going into a plank, weighted plank to be exact. I need to address the elephant in the room. Well, in this case, rather the fuzz on my mic. Now, you guys might think that I missed a shaving spot or something, but I promise it's just a cover for the mic that I have yet to put on, but I finally figured out how to put it on. It honestly wasn't even that complicated. I just never really put in the time to figure out how to do it. But I'm just kind of giving myself a bit more extra rest. Last week when we did the plank, we did a 35 on my back for 1:30. And this week we are going to do a 45 for about a minute, I would say. I am doing it on the hard ground, which is something I say every time, is you don't have to do it on the hard ground. The name of the game isn't to get my elbows harder, it's to get my abs stronger and my core stronger, which is gonna aid in my ability to lift heavier weights, especially on the overhead press. But enough said, let's get this plate in place and then get this set going. Whew. A little hard when you're by yourself, but we get it done. Okay, dang, minute on the clock, let's do this. Whew. I don't think that angle was too good, so I'm not sure if much of that footage is gonna be used, but that plank was pretty hard. Honestly feel though, a minute, it feels a lot longer than you think it does. And don't look at the clock. You're setting yourself up for failure if you look at the clock, because then you're staring at it and you're realizing that time's going by slower and you're thinking about the pain. One of the biggest tips I could ever give you guys, especially with a plank, is just kind of focus on something. Whether it's the floor, just stare at something and focus on that one thing and try to drift your mind away from thinking about the pain that you're feeling in your abs, and then obviously in this case in my elbows too, but enough said. We're gonna get into our next exercise. Okay, so we're gonna work into our next exercise, which is gonna be a lateral raise into a front raise. Now I can confirm today is day number 15. In total, this program's gonna be 32 days because you're doing the revamp twice. I've never actually stuck to a program for this long, so I'm definitely excited to see how it progresses and how I grow through it. Just typically when I come to a gym, and I do like that element of the gym because also, as I've said before, when you do a set plan, you're kind of stuck to that plan. Obviously, as you're more experienced, you'll find alterations for it if needed. But basically what I'm saying is this shit's gonna be taken. You know, you wanna hit a bench press, sometimes the bench press is gonna be taken, and you just gotta figure out alternative measures, whether it's hitting a dumbbell press or whatever the case may be, a chest press on the machine, just something to still hit the same muscles that the objective is, but it's also good to stick to the plan, obviously, because that way you can see the progression in weights and the progression in your ability to, you know, lift heavier, be better, all that sorts of stuff. So that is the benefit of having a plan, is that ability to see that growth, but also it hinders you because again, you're trying to stick to it because you want to see that progress, but sometimes the shit you need, or rather want, is taken, but is what it is. I mean, that's just kind of what happens when you're at a public gym. You don't own the gym, I don't claim to own the gym, so you just gotta find alternative measures, but like I said, I'm very excited to see how this progresses. You will notice Andre Baller's not here. I mean, he's been pretty consistent. You know, he missed out on Friday last week, but that's because it's his mom's birthday, so excusable there. I didn't get any message from him today, but I know that he's got some party coming up with his work. But Camille, I saw Camille over the weekend. I know you guys haven't seen him in a very long time, but he's also gonna be making a reappearance soon. Hopefully, I wanna get the guys back on the grind because, you know, it's a good learning experience for them and also you guys, because, you know, it is hard to stick to your goals. It is hard, right? And there are gonna be times where you hit roadblocks and you kind of take a detour off the path that you wanna be on. It's about finding that path again, and, you know, sometimes people look at being off path and be like, oh, I've lost all my progress, blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, fuck, you're just gonna keep losing progress if you don't get back on track. That's my 2 cents on that. But enough said, we're gonna get into this. 10 reps of both. Doing 30 pounds simultaneously, supersetting, so let's fucking do this. Right into the front raise. We got this for 2 sets. That is the beauty of the deload week. And your boy pulled up late to the gym today because I had some shit to handle last night. So I'm running a little lower on time. So it's good as deload week. Let's get this shit done. Oh, now we're working into our ab supersets. And fuck, I already did 1 set. I've kind of came to the conclusion and it makes more sense, as more practical, if I complete 1 set and then take this as a resting opportunity. It just makes more sense. It's more efficient that way. But over the weekend, I watched Batman. Now, I don't know which trilogy. I think it's like with Christian Bale, I think is his name. And I was watching the last iteration of the trilogy, which, if I'm not mistaken, is The Dark Knight Rises, which is Bane. I was supposed to say Batman, of course Batman. But Bane was in it. And Bane said something to Batman that just fucking, it's just amazing. Like, you could literally find inspiration and like life advice anywhere. But basically what Bane said to Batman is, victory has defeated you. What does that mean? Well, if you look at the whole film series there, every other film, Batman's always kind of been more of an underdog, going up against these like very bad fucking villains and stuff like that. I think in the first one he fought like Ra'ul Ghul or whatever. I can't remember his name exactly, but he's like the guy who trained him how to become like a badass. So obviously that dude's like more skillful than he is and all that stuff. But because of the hardship that he's had to endure to get to there and all the, you know, resistance he had to overcome, he was able to be strong enough to defeat him, right? And then similarly with Bane, he had all those wins where he got to a point of stagnancy. He took like a 10-year hiatus because he killed the Two-Face guy or whatever, or took the blame for that. And they kind of like, you know, there was no need for him to be Batman. He wasn't training, you know, he was crippled and all that. That's basically the victory element, right? And needless to say, guys, it kind of shows you hardship. You need to embrace it. You need to embrace hardship. Because hardship's the very thing that's gonna allow you guys to become better and push you to your limits to become better. It's kind of activates that fight or flight mode, right? And most people, you guys are watching this, you guys are fighters. You guys are people who want to become better. You guys are people who are inspired to go to the gym. And that is what it is, guys. So remember, embrace your hardship. Victory will defeat you. If you start to get stagnant, be comfortable, that is when you will lose. Shout out Bane, that's a fucking awesome quote. I don't want to spoil the movie, but it is really good. It's like, it gets deeper than that, man. Like, fuck, if you guys haven't watched that, definitely watch that. I think that's a great film. It is very, very inspirational because there's a lot of hardship. That's one of the things I really like about Batman in general. If I had to pick like a favorite superhero, he would definitely be up there because he's human, right? Unlike Superman, who can't even fucking die. You got this guy who's a billionaire, who gets beat up, his bones are broken and shit, and he's, you know, he's got to heal from it. He's got money, sure, but he's still just a regular guy. But let's get this fucking set done. We're gonna be doing Roman twists. Last week I did 12 and 22 and a half. This week I'll be doing 25s for 20. And then I'm gonna do the iron butterflies for probably about 30. Need to get those weighted ankle wraps because that's gonna allow me to put some weight on that and get a more effective workout out of that. Let's do this. Right into the iron butterflies. Get on the edge. Quite a work. Cut is super set. Definitely give this one a try if you guys are trying to get that insane ab pump. Remember, if you guys really want the best pump you guys can possibly get, it all comes down to you guys. It comes down to how well you're pushing yourself. I could give you guys a formula for success, but if you don't follow through with it and you don't kind of translate it to you, you aren't gonna feel what you want to feel out of it. So remember that. Put in the work. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is the first set of this because I am supersetting abs again, which means that I have no real rest in between. And your boy's definitely gonna struggle with the plate, especially after doing the bicycles. So I mean, fuck, it's better to get it done, the video at least, out of the way. That way you guys aren't seeing me struggle for 10 hours. Because after this, man, that plate is not moving up as easy as it is. Typically moving up, but we're gonna see how we can do. We're gonna work it. Ain't an excuse to not push myself, just means I gotta push harder. And enough chit chat, let's get right into this one. It's definitely an awkward angle because your boy's gotta lay down. Oh, 30 of those. 10 with the plate. 2, 3, 4. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Last one. Oh, damn, man. I'm gonna take a little pause in between and get into that next set, but I will say it's a lot better working out by yourself in terms of timing, because when I'm with the boys, especially on this machine, it does take a while. I like doing supersets when I have partners, or rather just a multitude of people that have 2 different like areas encompassed in it. And what I mean by that is this like is a superset, but it's 2 of the same exercise, not 2 of the same exercise, but 2 exercises on the same equipment. So you can't really diverge us, right? Whereas like if I'm doing like a, I don't know, like a curls into Roman twist. One person has the ability to do Roman twists and the other does curls. So it's definitely better to do supersets like that when you have a group of people. We got a program to follow, so I mean, can't really do that necessarily. But enough said, let's do this, one more set. That second set definitely went the way I said it would. I wasn't able to quite get those 10 reps as fast as I typically would, but that's just because I'm fatigued. And that superset is no joke. If you guys do it right, you guys are gonna fucking feel an insane burn, especially doing the weighted sit-ups. I was gonna say pull-ups, the weighted sit-ups after doing the bicycles definitely hits pretty hard. But we're getting into our last exercise of the day, last superset of the day. It's gonna be the, obviously, rope, choking on the words here, rope cable face pull, rope face pull, whatever. Shoulder pull, whatever you want to call it. Basically pulling like this, kind of forgot the name for it. That's all right, but we're gonna be doing 2 sets for 10 reps. I've already completed my first set because like I said, I'm gonna utilize this time where I'm talking to you guys as a rest period. It's better that way. Definitely time your rest. It's a little gym trick, gym hack to make your workouts more effective. You guys know how long you're resting, you're able to push yourself a lot better. And it's also another thing to progressive overload, right? If you're resting for 45 seconds this week doing a certain weight, next week you do 40 seconds rest. That is overloading, right? That is getting better, that's progressing. But we're gonna do this right into the, oh my God, I'm choking on the words, shoulder shrugs. But I have the weights on the other side of the room. I didn't bring them with me this time. I'm just gonna walk over there. Typically I bring them over, which is actually an additional workout in itself. It definitely puts your forearms through a bit of a workout. Farmer walks are no joke. If you guys don't encompass those on your arm days, definitely encompass those. That will be in the next program that I design. But for now, we don't have that. I do love those, so farmer's walks are no joke. But let's get this set done. 10 reps. I'm pretty sure this particular cable is in kilograms, so it's a little annoying because some are in kilograms and then some are in pounds, so it's a little tricky sometimes to, you know, really isolate what weight I'm doing. That way I can progressive overload on the other cables, but it's all right. It's all about how I feel, right? I can always transfer it. Also, you could just count how many notches it's down and then just transfer it to the other side. But we're gonna go right into shoulder shrugs. My gym recently underwent some renovations, and they got all these nice little signs on the mirrors like hustle hard and all that stuff. It's good motivating, but it's also the reason for the blue lights here. I've never really done a shot like this. I'm gonna check this angle out, pointing at the camera right now. One. There's a bit of a struggle to put away the weights there, but just because it's a struggle isn't an excuse for me to not put away the weights. Put away your goddamn weights. But we're all done the workout now. We're gonna get home. Hopefully we get home safely. Always a blessing to get here safely and all that sorts of stuff. Your boy's a little bust. I mean, it is Monday, first day of the week, so we have to push ourselves hard, get all that weekend out of us. we still get done what we need to get done. Enough said. Let's get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Guys, we're on route to hit 1,000 subscribers by April 1st. We're doing fucking awesome. At the time of this recording, we're at 704 subs. You guys are fucking awesome. I really, really appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm very curious though. What are you guys grateful for? Drop a comment down below what you guys are grateful for. I am grateful for the sun because it's finally freaking sunny outside. Now, typically, I'm always a little upset in the winter because, you know, it gets darker sooner, it's cold. But the one thing that bothers me the most, and, you know, it's all negativity, to be honest. But in reality, you know, it's just the seasons, guys. Can't have control over that. I could have control over how I make it feel. But needless to say, I love the sun, man. It's nice and fucking sunny out today. Puts a smile on my face. Makes me very optimistic to kill today because, I don't know, man, the sun just be hitting different, man. Warm weather coming soon. That's also very exciting because your boy's trying to get rid of this freaking jacket. But enough said, man. I don't want to be no negativity, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys do fucking awesome. Winter or not, we still get that grind in. And we do what we need to do to become better. But anyways, guys, hope you have a blessed day. Guys, find your impetus. Goodbye.